Hey everyone, so today's tutorial is going to be on this classic Christmas look. I decided to do a gold eye and red lip because I feel like it's really retro and it just screams Christmas to me. So if you'd like to see how I got this timeless classic Christmas look, then just keep watching.
Okay, so I'm going to start by priming my eyes with my Too Faced Shadow Insurance, and then I'm going to go with my NYX Pore Filler and prime my face as well. Next, I'm taking my Naked Basics palette and a crease brush by IT Cosmetics, and I'm going to take the shade Naked and place that just above my crease. Then I'm going to take the shade Faint, and on the same brush I'm going to place that directly in my crease. This shade is going to be our transition shade for the golds we use later into the taupey gray. Then I'm going to take a flat top shader brush in the shade Foxy and apply that over 2/3 of my lid, and that's kind of going to be the base. Next, I'm taking my It Naturally Pretty Celebration palette and taking the shade Spice on the same brush and applying that to the outer third of my lid. I want to make sure I blend it in with Foxy so it leaves a nice faded effect. Then I'm going to go through and blend everything together. Next, I'm taking the shade Half Baked from the original Naked palette on my finger to get the best color payoff, and I'm going to place that in the center of my lid. I'm going to quickly blend that in with the shade Spice. Then I'm going back into the Naturally Pretty palette, and I'm going to take this Transforming Ombre shade, and I'm going to place that on the inner third of my eye, giving the gradient effect to the gold colors. Of course, I'm going to go in with that crease brush and blend everything together. Next, I'm going in Faint again, and I'm just going to touch up my crease. Then I'm going to take the shade Hot Cocoa on a dome brush by Studio Gear, and I'm going to apply that in my outer V. Doing this will give it some depth. Then I'm going to quickly tightline my upper and lower water lines to prepare for liquid eyeliner. And then I'm just going to do a slight wing with my Sonia kashuk liner. And I just used a regular kohl liner by Wet n Wild for my tightening. Then I'm going to go in with my True Match foundation in the shade N3, and I'm going to apply that all over with my Beauty Blender. As usual, I make sure I blend down so my neck matches my face. And this foundation is really old, so I did have to go in a couple of times and kind of layer it. Then I'm going to go ahead and conceal everything as usual and blend it all out. I'm going to take my Instant Age Rewind Concealer, and I'm going to highlight down the center of my face and underneath my eyes as usual. I'm going to take my translucent setting powder and a powder brush, and I'm going to set my face. because right now my winter is 80 degrees. Then I'm going to go in with this Brush by Studio Gear in the Shade and Light palette. I'm going to take the yellow shade and set everywhere I used highlighter. Then I'm going to take my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer and this Brush by Sonia Kashuk, and I'm just going to contour. Next, I'm going in with the Naturally Pretty palette and taking the shade Spice that we used earlier and applying that along my lower lash line, just to smoke the look out a little bit more. And I'm taking my Mary Luminizer by the Balm, and I'm going to highlight the inner corner of my eyes, and just anywhere I would normally highlight. And then I decided to use my finger along my cheekbone because it gives the best color payoff. Then I forgot to do my blush, so I'm going to take the shade Peach by NYX Cosmetics, and I'm going to apply the blush along my contour. Next, I'm going to quickly fill in my brows. I'm going to kind of skip over that because you've seen me do it a million times. And I'm just going to use my ABH brow duo. Then I'm going to take the shimmer highlight shade, the original chocolate bar palette, and I'm going to use that as my brow bone highlight. And then I'm going to kind of mix it in with my Mary Luminizer and highlight my Cupid's bow with it. Next, as usual, I'm just going to set my face with my NYX setting spray, and then I'm going to go in with a bright red lip liner, and then I'm going to go in with a NYX lipstick, and I'm not sure of the shade right now, but I'll make sure to put it down below. And then I'm going to quickly apply my mascaras. And I just use a couple drugstore mascaras to give the effect of false lashes. And this is the finished look. I hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching.